You know, my wish, guys, is um, to see everybody, not just Ethiopians, but to see everybody having this desire of one Africa. Everybody out there to have this eagerness, to have this anger of one Africa, that I want to see us having love, peace, and I want to see united. That's my desire, man. That's my desire. That's my desire. Because it's good for everybody. It's good for the whole continent. It's not just for one person. It's not just for one country. It's for the whole continent. That's my desire, man, to see everybody so angry for that. And you know, when you have that desire, then you're gonna try. You're gonna want to make one step. You're gonna want to actually do something. You know, I appreciate for those who joined us the day before yesterday, and yesterday and today is day 3 of One Africa Forum. And we're keeping pushing, man. We're gonna keep on push hard and share and talk. Wake up, Africa. We have from Kub. Yeah, you guys, you better wake up. Keep up the good work. I appreciate a baby. That means a lot. Yeah, that means a lot. And today topic, what we're gonna be talking about today is just to finding out the ways how can we build a strong and independent Africa. This is one of the Swahili Nation family members suggested this, and I think I'll just go there to read. This is what he say. I don't know if it's him or her. It's Yene Amlak. He say we need to talk about how to involve young Africans, about how to be strong and unite Africans. The old politicians are the ones selling Africa. We need to teach young African how can we build independent and strong Africa. Yeah, so there's a lot of words there from Yene Amlak. Appreciate Yene Amlak for your opinion and this question, and this is what we're gonna talk about today. Um, yeah, Mr. Ezra in the house. Welcome, Ezra. Man, I'll be sharing the link very soon, and I hope you're going to join in the live stream today as well to share your wisdom. Because yesterday, man, Ezra right here, let me share this comment right here, man. He shared an amazing opinion. You guys can check it out, the live stream of yesterday. But before I jump into this, I just wanna lay down a little bit of foundation before I allow you guys to come and to start sharing. So I was asking myself question. When I saw this question, I was asking myself question. This person, Yene Amlak, and maybe a lot of people out there, they wish to have a strong and independent Africa. That's their desire. And I was asking myself, are we not strong? Because wishing to build a strong and independent Africa, then it means the opposite of that, that we are not strong. But when I was thinking about this, I realized that no, the problem is not that we are not strong. I mean, Africa is strong. We are strong. Because when you want to think about how strong you are, then you look at the resources you have, you look at the abundant resources you have, pretty much. And looking at Africa, we have abundant of resources. Look at manpower. 60% of Africa's population is young people. 60%, guys. That is a strong continent. That is a strong Africa. Having 60% population of young people, it is the evidence and it's a proof that you have manpower. So obviously we're strong. We're strong. But I think her desire is to see us getting stronger. But going to a second one, strong and independent. Then I was asking myself, are we not independent? And it reminded me that you might be free. You might be free away from colonialism, that you don't have you don't have colonists like the way it used to be before. But are we really free in our mind? Or are we still having a mentality of be colonized? So I had to think a lot about this, that am I independent? We want to build the community, we want to build Africa that is strong and independent. Yes, we are strong, yet not independent. So that's why I was so moved by this question, because we are strong, yet not independent. We have everything. I'm just trying to think things through right now. We have everything that can help us to be strong, right? To be independent. Abundant resources we talked about yesterday. Sadeke said yesterday that Africa, we have abundant resources, yet at the same time, it seems like we have scarcity because people are still dying with hunger, right? And we still have a lot of food everywhere, right? Still, people are struggling, even though we have millions and millions of dollars, maybe deep down in our land in Africa. We have abundance of rent. Here where I am, and maybe a lot of you diaspora who are living outside realize that it's very difficult to build your own house. People, they don't build their own house here. They're living in the apartment because it's so freaking expensive to build your own house. But in Africa, we have bare land. You can literally build your own house anytime you want, and you can have a plot of land anywhere you want to have. Right? It's just your decision. You can have it. Some of us inherit from our parents, but we do have. And when you go to Africa, people who are living in an apartment, they just want to live in an apartment. But actually, people, they're living in their own houses. It doesn't matter whether it's a small house or big house. I'm living in my own house, right? Here outside, you'll see people having cars, have all sort of luxuries, but they don't have a house. Back home, we have a place to live, but you might not have car. Those are just luxuries. You don't really need it anyways. So we have abundant resources. When you look at land, when you look at everything that we do, we have everything, every proof that make us strong. And we are strong. And it's scary. Freeing our mind. Like, you might be independent, that you don't have anyone who is colonizing you there, like the way it used to be. Forget about the new way of colonialism, right? Forget about economic colonialism, because that's another thing that we are struggling with right now. Before I move on, I wanna point out something about that. So in the community tab, and not only community tab but also Twitter, I shared this a couple days ago, and this is what I said, because I want to try to build point from there. Our ancestors liberated. Okay, I can share this on the screen right now with you guys so that you may see, and we'll talk about all this stuff. It's just so amazing. Okay, right here, right here. All right, this is what I shared. Our ancestors liberated Africa from colonialism. Now it is the time for us to liberate Africa from economic colonialism. I shared that, I believe, 1 week ago, that our ancestors, remember Julius Kambarage Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, and so many, Haile Selassie, and so many giants, Nelson Mandela, so many giants, back in the days. They did an amazing work, an amazing sacrifice. Sacrifice, man, an amazing. Just think about Mandela, man, going to prison for those years, and he was actually offered a deal that, come outside, and we're gonna let you come outside if you give up fighting against apartheid. You know what I'm saying? But what he said no. So he was willing to stay in the prison for all those years to fight for South African people, for black men, to liberate them from the colonialism, from all. I want to say something that is not inappropriate. I'll keep that. All the things that they went through. He was willing. This is one man. He was willing, man. If you don't know the history of Nelson Mandela, please check it out. He was willing to stay in the prison and even to die And he was offered a chance to be free if he would just give up, but he couldn't. He couldn't let it go. He couldn't let it go. Literally, his entire youth age, he was spending time in the prison so that black men can be free. This is one man's sacrifice. And a lot of people who were there, of course, fighting for the right to liberate them. These are our ancestors. I think about my own president, Julius Kambarage Nyerere. Even Nelson Mandela, when he was doing that, until right now, guys, Tanzanians, when they go to South Africa, we don't need like visa. It's free to go there because we actually supported South Africa during that war. And so, because when Nelson Mandela, he actually ran away from South Africa and he ran all the way, he came to Tanzania and he didn't have any paper documents. But our president, Nyerere, he actually gave him a free pass to come inside the country without any paper, without any document, and he stayed there for some time. And that's why we have special connection. We have special relationship with that. But my point is, all these great people, you can think about the founding fathers of your nation, the sacrifice they made so that we may be free from colonialism. And we're here now, free from that. But we are facing another big challenge right now, and that is economic colonialism. Not being independent. We're strong, yet we're not independent. We're strong, we have everything, yet we're not independent. So I was thinking, why we cannot be independent? Why it seems like it's impossible for us to be independent? What's the reason why? This is just my personal opinions, right? You guys, you'll be able to share your opinions as well. Why? Then I realized that first, of course, we're working with our mind, right? If we know that we're strong, then we know that we can do it. We know that we can do it. But the second thing is that we need unity. Unity. This independence I'm talking about Africa's independence. And Africa's independence, there's no way for us to be completely free if we are not one, and if we are not united, and if we are not fighting together, and if we are not supporting one another, and if we're not working together towards the same destination, and that is freedom, completely freedom. Can we be completely free? I don't know about that, but I want Africa to be independent. I want Africa to be independent, to be free from economic colonialism, because right now that's what we have in Africa. Believe it or not, colonialism is still happening right now, but it happened in different forms, and that is colonialism. Look at the budget of your country or my country or any other country. Look at how many aids coming from outside. Then you realize that, oh, we are not really free. We're not really free. That's why you find out that a lot of leaders cannot make decision for their own country. Because whatever decision that I'm going to make, then somebody there from the West will stand up and say, you know what? No, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. Because I'm not free. And I'm afraid if I'm going to speak up, if I'm going to stand, if I'm going to want to do this, and if it's going to go against the Western ideology, then we're not going to be able to receive a support. Economic colonialism. That's what we're facing right now. But what if we work together? What if we support one another? What if we do this together? We're strong together. We are very strong together. That's why we are talking about this. How can we build a strong and independent Africa? That's what we are trying to talk about today. How can we do that? How can we build that? And I just mentioned a few different points: that awareness, understanding, that awareness, having that self-awareness that, you know what, I'm African, I'm strong, and I can be independent. Let me say this first. Don't get me wrong. Everybody needs help. I need help. Everybody need help. Even if Africa, we are completely free and we can do everything on our own, we still need help, because that's just how system works. That's just how it's working. But so I'm not against that. But what I'm saying is, when you are not free, when you're not independent, like, you can still receive support and yet still be independent. But right now, we cannot be completely independent. We receive support, but we cannot be independent. Like, we cannot. Like, if today, let's say the US decide that, you know what, we're gonna cut down this whatever aids that the World Bank, we're cutting down these aids that we're bringing to your country. Yeah, are you gonna be able to operate? And yesterday we spoke about that Africa can actually survive. So we have people who believe that it can survive, and we have a group of people believe that, you know what, it's gonna be really hard. Man, I believe in Africa, and I believe in Africa so very much. And I believe in that 60% of young generation. I believe in 40% of old generation Africa. Man, I believe that we need to have this awareness. And I believe, and my message or my cry is for us to work together. It's for us to be together. It's for us to stand together. It's for us to be together. Twende pamoja. In Swahili we say twende pamoja. It's like, let's go together. That's my cry. Let's go together. Forget about the differences. Forget about things that they separate us, things that divide us. Whatever it is, forget about them, because it's not because they're not important, but they cannot help us in the battle that we are going, that we are fighting. They're not there to help us, but they're there to destroy us. They're there to change us. I was really hurt, I want to point out this something that happened back in the days, and no offense to South Africa, but I remember the time when xenophobia, I believe, when it happened in South Africa. It was awful. And you hear the reason, people saying that, you know what, this is happening because you are coming to our country. You Nigerians are coming to our country and take our job. We cannot stand that. Man, I was watching the news. It was awful. Like, people, they were killing the brothers, African brothers and sisters with stones, man, like not a human being, like stone somebody like that. Like, blood everywhere. My heart, man, it was in so much pain. It's still, even right now, it's still in so much pain, because, man, that blood, those blood is still crying before God. And sometimes, maybe that's why sometimes we cannot get out of this thing, because, man, when you do stuff like that, do you expect God to bless you? Do you expect God to bless your country? Do you expect God to bless your nation? If things like that happens, killing your own brother. Remember what happened to Cain and Abel. If you know the story of Cain and Abel, then you know that Cain, he was so jealous of Abel because his sacrifice, it was accepted before God. And what he did, he told him that, you know what, Abel, let's go somewhere. They went somewhere on the mountain, and he turned back on his brother and he killed him. And I remember God, he told him that, you know what, where is your brother Abel? And he was like, I don't know, am I the keeper of Abel? That's what he answered. But he told him that, the blood of your brother is crying before me. Is crying before me. And so because of that, God cursed him. He cursed Cain. Now, that was Old Testament. But my point is this. You cannot shed blood of your brother and sister and expect everything to be the same. It's just impossible, because you shed blood. And there's only one person who can take life of a man, and that is God. Because he gave life, he will take life whenever he wants. But if you shed the blood of your brother and sister, man, you're literally saying, you know what, God, I don't know who you are. I don't appreciate whatever it is. And you know what? I can take life away anytime I want. And when you do that, you cannot expect God to be on your side, and you cannot expect him to bless you. And that's why, first and foremost, we need to have self-awareness. We need to have understanding that you are my brother and I am your brother. You are my family. You're not my enemy. I can't fight you. I cannot kill you. Yes, we can have disagreement. Yes, we can have all this conversation. We can agree to disagree. That's fine. We can yell at each other. That's fine. But at the end of the day, we'll sit on the same table and we'll eat together and we'll be able to move forward together. Unity. That's what can help us to move from that mindset to become one again, to be independent. I'm going to go ahead and to share the link in the comment section because I feel I already lay foundation enough. I'm going to share the link in the comment section and allow you guys to come to share your opinion as well. There's a lot of comments here, guys. I appreciate for stopping by. Let me know where you guys you're joining from. And you guys have been here. I shared the link in the comment section. Please, I already laid a foundation of what we are talking about today. I want us to communicate. I want us to talk about this. How can we work together? How can we build a strong and independent Africa? We want to see changes. We want that. Our ancestors liberated Africa from colonialism. Now it's a time for us to actually liberate Africa from economic colonialism. And we have to work together. Let me read comments as I'm waiting for you guys to come here. That's a good one. I agree we need to flip the script by coming from the perspective of strength. That's so good. We are strong enough, men, to be independent. We are strong enough to be independent. We have everything we need. God has blessed us with everything we need. But how do you use it? The thing is, how are you using your resources? You cannot ask for God to give you some more, but what He has given you, what do you do with it? So we need, of course, when it comes to leadership, I'm trying my best not to talk a lot about leadership because we can blame leaders as much as we can, but we have a part to play as well. But we need to be faithful with what we are given. What we have been given, we need to be faithful with that. My brother, welcome.
Hey, how you doing, my man?
Yes, Ezra.
I don't know. The volume is not that high on my end, so I can't hear you properly. Let me see if I